Have you ever gone outside, like touched grass?
Probably not, but if you have, you've been involved in one of nature's many ecosystems. You see, it all starts here. One creature or plant or whatever, then you add a few more of them, and that's a population. Eventually, other species start coming in, making a community. When you consider everything around them, such as weather or terrain, you get an ecosystem. When species start adapting to their environments and the similar ones around them, you get a biome. And finally, above all others, is the biosphere. A biosphere is a combination of a bunch of different biomes, or in our case, the entirety of Earth.
That's not all there is to it, however. Once you get to the community level, nature starts to get a lot more confusing. First of all, there's three types of species in an ecosystem: producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers create their own food. They simply use the resources around them to survive instead of relying on other organisms. The vast majority of these guys are plants, although there are some types of bacteria that are also producers. However, while plants are minding their own business, that's when consumers come in to ruin their day. Consumers continue the energy cycle by, as the name implies, consuming other creatures or plants. Eventually, though, these guys die, like everything else. This leaves the leftover energy to the decomposers. Decomposers break down waste, such as the corpses of consumers, that then ends up in things like soil, which is then used up by producers as the cycle begins again. These groups also have factors that determine where and how they live and grow. These factors are classified as biotic and abiotic. Biotic factors are other living things. These can serve as food, extra protection, or competition. Abiotic factors are, well, everything else. Abiotic factors are things like water, the shape of the land, weather, the type of soil, etc. There is one, though, that influences everything. Let me introduce you to a little ball of gas known as the sun. See this thing? This little dummy right here? This guy is very important. The sun controls temperature, light, gives off energy, and is a major part of the weather. Biotic factors are still just as important, however, as living things do a lot more than just sit there and look pretty. Animals have a lot of different groups, so as a way for me to not be here all day, I'll do a lightning round. First off, herbivores only eat plants, carnivores only eat meat, and omnivores eat both. There's also symbiotic relationships, where parasitic relationships have one thing harming another as a way to help itself. Mutualistic relationships involve both sides gaining something, and commensalistic relationships are where the other party isn't affected at all. Everything in nature interacts with each other in different ways, and these interactions are what make up our world. A slight change can have major effects. If there's too many predators for one type of food, that food starts to die off, and when that food dies off, so do the predators. So, next time you go outside, if that even happens, make sure to look at everything you see and think, I wonder how this got here. Well, that took a while to make. I'm gonna go outside and appreciate nature. Oh, hold on. Yo,
Yeah, you wanna play Left 4 Dead?
what was that?
You wanna play Left 4 Dead 2?
Aw, heck yeah.